Matt Pinfield. Welcome to 120 Minutes. We're coming to you tonight from the Siberia Bar in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, we'll be checking in with our special correspondent, Mia Park, who won the opportunity to interview Beck, Soul Coughing, and Everlast at the Q101 Twisted 5 holiday concert in Chicago, and she did a fine job. We'll also have some great videos for you as well. We're going to kick things off tonight with Alanis Morissette. Now, this is a special performance from her MTV presentation live concert that took place at the Hammerstein Ballroom in November. Now, this song also appears on her new album, which is called Supposed Former Infatuation Junkie, and we thought we should let you know that she'll be starting her tour in January, even though this was taped last November. Now, she's got some great opening acts as well. Liz Phair for the first 8 dates, and for the remainder of the tour, it'll be garbage. But let's check it out right now, a live performance of Alanis Morissette and Uninvited on 120 Minutes.
Thank you.
From version 2.0, that was Garbage with Special. And speaking of garbage, they also played the Q101 Twisted 5 holiday concert. Now, I said I'd tell you a bit about our special correspondent, Mia Park, who won the opportunity to do the interviews at the Q101 show. But I think we'll let her tell you a bit about herself. Check it out.
Hi, I wanted to introduce myself. My name's Mia Park, and I live here in Chicago, Illinois. And this is how I got to be on MTV 120 Minutes. There's a great radio station here called Q101, and they had a contest to where you had to send in like 8 to 10 minute videotape of yourself interviewing people in order to get this gig. And I happen to host a Chicago local access cable show called Chicago. I host it with this rat puppet, and I sent in videotapes of that. So that's how I won the contest, and I'm really happy to be here. I do other things in Chicago. I'm in 2 bands. One is a bossa nova band called Lobstar. I play drums and I sing in that. The other band is the Baltimores, and I'm playing keyboards and singing with them. And I'm really excited to be here. I'm having the best time. This is fantastic.
Mia did a great job, as you'll see for yourself in just a minute. We'll have her interviewing Beck, Soul Coughing, and Everlast. But right now, we've got the latest video from the Beastie Boys. Now, this video was based on a 1970s movie called Danger Diabolique. And the band was a big fan of this movie and decided to work it into their new video. Check it out from Hello Nasty. It's the Beastie Boys and the Fatboy Slim remix of Body Movin' on 100.
Body moving, body moving, body moving, we be body moving, body moving, body moving, body moving, we be body moving, a body moving, we be body moving, a body moving, body moving, body moving, body moving, body moving, body moving, we be body moving, body moving, body moving, body moving, we be body moving, a body moving, we be body moving, a body moving, body moving, body moving, and let your spine unwind. Just take a risk. I wanna do the brick and take the brick back now. Tell me, party people, is that so wrong? The ship is docking, interlocking, and up rocking, electroshocking. We're getting down, computer action to the robotic satisfaction. Only yours. Get off the floor, have a ball, and get involved with body moving, A1 sound, and the sound so soothing. Body moving, we be getting down, and you know we're pursuing. Body moving, A1 sound, and the sound so soothing. Body moving, we be getting down, and you know we're pursuing. Flame on, I'm gone, I'm so sweet like a nice bonbon. Came out rapping when I was born. Mom said rockin' till the break of dawn. Body's in motion 'cause I got the notion. Like a boy come in, with the coconut ocean. The sound of the music making you insane. Can't explain to people this type of my frame. And like a bottle of Chateau enough to pap. I'm like one when I start to rap. Anybody rockin', not perfection. Let me get some action from the back section. Body moving, A1 sound, and the sound so soothing. Body moving, we be getting down, and you know we're pursuing. Body moving, A1 sound, and the sound so soothing. Body moving, we be getting down, and you know we're pursuing. With the master plan, I said, ooh, mama, and thank you, man. When I grab the mic, you scream, ooh, damn. The criminal is who I am. MCA, where have you been? Packed like sardines in a tin. Take off your shoes and put on your swim fins. 'Cause when it comes to quarries, I'm known to swim. And that raw, light up the place. And if you pull my card, you pull the ace. And if you ask me, turn up the bass. And if you play Defender, I can be your hyperspace. So, body moving, A1 sound, and the sound so soothing. Body moving, we be getting down, and you know we're pursuing. Body moving, A1 sound, and the sound so soothing. Body moving, we be getting down, and you know we're pursuing. Body moving, A1 sound, and the sound so soothing. Body moving, a body moving, body moving. We be body moving, body moving, a body moving, body moving. We be body moving, body moving, a body moving, body moving. We be body moving, body moving, a body moving, body moving. We be body moving, body moving, a body moving, body moving. We be body moving, body moving, a body moving, body moving. We be body moving, body moving, a body moving, body moving. We be body moving, body moving.
Must be kind of weird for you. Must be kind of weird for you holding those condoms, considering we both know where they're going to end up.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? This is Everlast, a.k.a. the Mighty Whitey Ford, and you're watching 120 Minutes on MTV.
Welcome back to 120 Minutes. I am Special Correspondent Mia Park here at the Q101 Twisted 5 holiday concert at the Rosemont Horizon in Chicago, Illinois. This is a great rock and roll lineup tonight, including bands like Third Eye Blind, Garbage, Goo Goo Dolls, Cake, Everlast, Soul Coughing, and Beck. And speaking of Beck, here you are.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, Beck. I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Welcome to
Doing
Chicago.
good. Thank you.
Cool. I have a question
Good to
about
be
your
here.
new CD, Mutations.
Mm-hmm.
When you were recording it, was your intent to put it out on Geffen Records, which is what it's on now, or
I
on
originally had done it for Bong Load.
Okay.
And yeah, I'd actually was supposed to get it to them like 96 or something, and
Oh, was it that long?
the Odelay tour just kept going on. I kept saying, yeah, I'll have it as soon as the tour's done, and then the tour would just go another 6 months.
Right.
Kind of.
Because I know you have a clause in your contract with Geffen, right, that allows you to still release on indie labels?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So what do you
When I have time to do that, I don't know.
But you still support the indie label industry then?
Oh yeah, no, I
Cool.
mean, to me, I think it's good. It's healthy because you're not really allowed to put out a record more than every 2 or 3 years, which is 10 or 12 songs every 3 years.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not.
a lot.
It's not a lot of
Output.
to be able to develop something and experiment. So it's good to be able to try some different things.
Cool. I have another question about Mutations. Your producer, Nigel Godrich, who
Mm-hmm.
of course did Radiohead's OK Computer, which is another killer disc besides yours.
Mm-hmm.
I know you only had a 2-week window to work with him to do this whole CD.
Right.
And I was wondering how it went and why you went with him with such a time limit and everything.
I think I was pretty anxious to go in, and I just met him, and it was sort of an instinct thing.
Cool.
And we just wanted to do something quick, and he didn't have a lot of time, I didn't have a lot of time. So it just it was something that just came together. Serendipitous, I don't really know. I think if it didn't work out, I would have done something else, but it worked, so.
And it worked out great. The CD's fantastic. I really like it.
Yeah, we had a great time making it. So I haven't heard it in a while. So I don't know how it's going to stand up. But
Well, I'm lucky because we'll get to hear it tonight. Well, thanks a lot for
Yeah.
sitting down and talking with us.
yeah,
Cool.
There's a fortune cookie for you.
Hey, cool. Should,
There you go.
should-
Hope you're-
well, I'll open it later.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Thank you.
Good luck for it.
Actually, we're going to watch one of your videos now. We're going to see from his album Odelay, Beck with New Pollution here on 120 Minutes.
She's got a cigarette on each arm. She's got the lily white cavity crazes. She's got a carburetor tied to the moon. Pink eyes looking to the fruit of the ages. She's alone in the new pollution. She's alone in the new pollution. She's got a hand on the wheel of pain. She can talk to the mangling strangers. She can sleep in a fiery ball, throwing troubles to the dying embers. She's She's alone in the new pollution. 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 She's got a paradise camouflage, like a wet crack sending me shivers. She's a poet in a strip mine ocean, riding low with the drunken rivers. She's alone in the new pollution. She's alone in the new pollution.
What do you think, Dr. Cushing?
She's not well, Harry.
From the album Try Whistling This, that was Neil Finn with She Will Have Her Way on 120 Minutes tonight. Now, before this, his first solo album, Neil recently got together with his brother Tim and did an album appropriately titled The Finn Brothers. But more importantly, before that, he was one of the founding members of two Australian bands, Split Enz and Crowded House. Now, Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam is a big fan of Neil's songwriting and recently joined him on stage at one of his shows to do a cover of Split Enz' History Never Repeats and Crowded House's song World Where You Live. Neil's great live. If you get an opportunity, definitely check him out live. I'm Matt Pinfield, and we're at the Siberia Bar down in the subway in New York City at 50th and Broadway. Stick around. Coming up, we have the latest videos from Belle and Sebastian and Orgy. We'll also check back in with Q101's Twisted 5 holiday concert and Mia Park and her interviews with Everlast and Soul Coughing. Stick around.
Hello, people. I'm Mark.
And I'm Stan.
And we're from the group
Sugar Ray.
And you are watching 120 Minutes here on MTV.
We'll have Sugar Ray's new video in just a little while. Welcome back to 120 Minutes. I'm Matt Pinfield, coming to you from down in the subway at the Siberia Bar at 50th and Broadway in New York City. Our next video is from the 8-person group from Scotland known as Belle and Sebastian, who've had some pretty big critical acclaim over the last couple of years. Now, the band got their name from a French novel written by a woman named Cécile Aubry. It's the story of a boy named Sebastian and his Pyrenees mountain dog named Belle, and it was turned into a very successful children's television series in the 1970s. Now, this is from their album, The Boy with the Arab Strap. The video is called Is It Wicked Not to Care? Right now, Belle and Sebastian on 120 Minutes tonight.
Is it wicked not to care when they say that you're mistaken, thinking hopes is lots of dreams that aren't there? Is it wicked not to care when you've wasted many hours talking endlessly to anyone that's there? The truth awaits me, but still I hesitate because of fear. Skipping tickets, making rhymes, is that all that you believe in? Wearing rags to make you pretty by design, rusting armor for effect. It's not fun to watch the rust grow, or it will all be over when you're dead.
find you very attractive. I've noticed you around. I find you very attractive. Would you go to bed with me? I've noticed you around. I find you very attractive. Would you, I've noticed you around. I find you very attractive. Would you, would you go to bed with me? I've noticed you around. I find you very attractive. I've noticed you around.
How does it feel to treat me like you do? When you laid your hands upon me and told me who you are, I thought I was mistaken. I thought I heard your words. Tell me, how do I feel? Tell me now, how do I feel? Those who came before me lived through their vocations, from the past until completion. They will turn away no more, and I still find it so hard to say what I need to say. But I'm quite sure that you'll tell me just how I should feel today. I see a ship in the harbor, I can and shall obey. But if it wasn't for
From the album Candy Ass, that was Orgy and their cover of New Order's Blue Monday. I'm Matt Pinfield, coming to you tonight from the Siberia Bar in New York City, down in the subway. When we get back, we'll have our special correspondent Mia Park. She'll interview Everlast from Q101's Twisted 5 holiday concert. Don't move.
I needed money 'cause I had none. I fought the Lord, I fought the Lord, killed my baby, felt so bad, guess my race is run. Sweetest little woman that I ever had. I fought the Lord, I fought the Lord.
What's going on? We're soul coughing. My name is Dodie, Yuval,
Sebastian,
and Mark. And you're watching 120 Minutes here on your M television.
Hi, we're outside of the Rosemont Horizon here in Chicago, Illinois with Q101's Twisted 5 holiday concert. And right here, I'm here with Everlast. You just performed earlier today. How's it going?
All right.
Your set was fantastic.
It was fun. It was early.
It was good, though. People loved you.
They were feeling us. We were feeling them.
Cool.
It was all a lovely experience.
Okay, hey, I got a question for you.
What's that?
So from your new album out, it's called Whitey Ford Sings the Blues, right?
Yes.
And I know it's kind of a departure from your last recordings with House of Pain. How do you think people are reacting to your new stuff?
I'm not sure. You know, I mean, I've been on the run. The crowds, I mean, the shows have been great. So,
Great.
I mean, it's a whole new thing live. So, I mean, I think people are digging it. It's not that different than what I used to do. Half the album is hip-hop. The show is, you know, pretty funky. You know, it's just fun. I think it's, you know, a great thing. I think the people are feeling us. I feel the people. And,
Cool.
you know.
Feeling all over.
It's a groovy thing.
Okay. Hey, since we're sitting here on your tour bus outside of the Rosemont Horizon, what's your favorite thing to do on this bus? You got the setup. So you got the computer and CD player and
I
everything.
play golf.
Cool.
I play much golf on my PlayStation.
I thought you meant real golf, like you're busting out. How many windshields have you had to replace if you were playing golf, you know?
I unfortunately don't have the time to play golf. I love golf, though.
Do you really?
Sure.
Hey, is the golfing recreational for your, you know, with your new album, kind of with the mellower thing, golf as opposed to basketball or something?
Well, I mean, you know, unfortunately I have no time to actually go out and spend 6 hours on a golf course. So we have virtual golf and we play on the television and, you know, we drive places.
Cool. You drive places and you drive in the golf game too, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
you know,
Hey,
driving all day.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for talking to us here in 120 Minutes. We have your next video coming up from Whitey Ford Sings the Blues. We have Everlast's video, What It's Like, on 120 Minutes.
The following contains a breaking news. You'll need to know on a first-name basis may prove unsuitable for unadventurous viewers.
Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. I came to get down, I came to get down. So get out your seat and jump around.
That's the Everlast you may recall from the early 90s rap group House of Pain. Now he's back from the dead, literally, and he sounds a little different.
God forbid you ever had to walk a mile in a shoe.
New album's called Whitey Ford Sings the Blues, and Everlast has earned the right to sing the blues since leaving House of Pain in '96.
That was like my paycheck every week, so I kind of quit a job before I found another one.
While House of Pain's DJ Lethal joined Limp Bizkit, Everlast lost all his money and his girlfriend. He still managed to write and record his new album, and then for a few terrifying moments last February, he actually lost his life.
It was like the last day of recording and I had a heart attack, you know. I mean, I was born with a heart defect and it just, you know, I was a heavy cigarette smoker and it just, you know, caused a muscle in my heart to tear and they had to replace my heart valve. I mean, that's the only thing I really remember about like a 4-day period was begging for my life somewhere, just somebody or something. I believe that I had a moment where it was like, you know, I'm not done yet.
Not when he just finished an album that, in its own way, walks the trail Beck blazed between rap and folk.
I just tried to, like, you know, use my imagination. Like, what if Neil Young was a b-boy? Or Johnny Cash, what if he met Run DMC in a dark alley one night and they just, you know, just got drunk together or something?
If that raises your eyebrows, consider what rapper-turned-musician Everlast told us way back in the day when he was a pre-House of Pain solo artist.
Everlast here with rhymes ready to drop. Hey yo, here I go again.
Instead of just being labeled a rapper, I'd like people to label me as like a musician, you know?
Open up and say ah for a buzzworthy video.
Tom said he was in love. Said, don't worry about a thing, baby doll, I'm the man you've been dreaming of. But 3 months later, he said he won't date or return her call. And she swear, damn, if I find that man cutting off his back. And then she heads for the clinic and she gets some static walking through the door. They call her a killer and they call her a sinner and they call her a whore. God forbid you ever had to walk a mile in her shoes. 'Cause then you really might know what it's like to have to choose. Then you really might know what it's like. 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 I seen a rich man beg, I seen a good man sin, I seen a tough man cry. I seen a loser win and a sad man grin, I heard an honest man lie. I seen the good side of bad and the downside of up and everything between. I licked the silver spoon, drank from the golden cups. Finest, baddest dimes, these couple of times before I broke their heart. You know where it ends, yo, it usually depends on where you start. I knew this kid named Max, he used to get fat stacks out on the corner with drugs. He liked to hang out late, he liked to get in the face to keep pace with thugs. Until late one night there was a big gunfight and Max lost his head. He pulled out his chrome 45 trucks and wound up dead. Now his wife and his kids are caught in the midst of all of his pain. You know it comes that way, at least that's what they say when you play the game. God forbid you ever had to wake up to hear the news. Then you really might know what it's like to have to lose. Yeah, then you really might know what it's like. Yeah, then you really might know what it's like.
You've just entered the second 60 of 120 minutes. I'm Matt Pinfield, coming to you from down in the subway at the very cool Siberia Bar on 50th and Broadway in New York City. Now, this hour, we'll get back to our contest winner and special correspondent, Mia Park. She'll be interviewing Soul Coughing from the Q101 Twisted 5 holiday concert in Chicago. But we'll kick things off in the second hour with a new video from Sugar Ray. Now, the video was shot in Burbank, California at a roller rink. It was directed by their good friend Mick G, the great video director who did a lot of videos for them, of course, Fly, Mean Machine, 10 Seconds Down, and RPM, which is basically all their videos, right? Without a question. Now, he's such a good friend of singer Mark McGrath's from growing up that he actually co-wrote this song that we're about to see a video for. Let's check it out. From their album known as 14 Minutes and 59 Seconds, this is Every Morning on 120 Minutes tonight.
Welcome back to 120 Minutes. I'm Special Correspondent Mia Park, and I'm here at the Q101 Twisted 5 Holiday Concert at the Rosemont Horizon in Chicago, Illinois. We have a great lineup today, including Third Eye Blind, Garbage, Goo Goo Dolls, Cake, Everlast, Soul Coughing, and Beck. And I'm joined now by Dodie and Yuval from Soul Coughing.
Hi.
Hey
How's
guys,
it going?
how's it going?
What's up?
Cool, welcome to Chicago.
Thank you very much.
I have a question for you. So your newest CD, El Oso, you've mentioned before in your press release that it's kind of your greatest creation to date.
Yeah.
And I was wondering how you approached creating this CD differently than the first two, which were fantastic.
The greatest creation, I'd say, ever. Not just by, I mean, I just think it's the greatest creation ever. It's not about how we did it. It's just the end result is what counts. It's the biggest thing ever, ever.
What we actually said was that we wish we were signed to Creation Records because we're big fans of Alan McGee and his shiny head.
Okay.
No, that's just whatever. Insider rock humor. Good lord. No, we just, I don't know. We did it with the same guy we did the first one with, and just went in and did it live, and that was the thing. Just us being a band in a studio with tape running, playing some guitars with some strings on them.
Cool, well it worked. Whatever formula you guys had worked. Cool.
It's a living.
So, yeah, well, it's a good living. You guys are good at it. So I noticed you guys have a lot of geography references in your CDs, like New York, Chicago, Houston. On El Oso, you have Houston and New York and LA. Is that inspired from touring? Because I know you guys spent years touring.
No, actually I was more into the superfluous place references before I was on the road, lyrically. What about you, Yuval?
I'm all about those references because it seems to excite people. You go to Chicago, you sing about Chicago, people are like, it's the best thing ever.
Right, I noticed I've seen you play in Chicago before, and of course you open up with the Chicago song, which makes total sense, but...
Well, it's a cheap score.
You got to get it while you can, right?
Precisely, yeah.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for talking to us, guys. I'm a big fan, and I'm excited to see you guys play later.
Thanks very much.
It's going to be great. Cool, and actually right now we're going to go to one of your videos from the new album, El Oso. This is Soul Coughing with Circles on 120 Minutes.
When you were languishing in rooms I built to file you in. When the wind set down in funnel form and pulled you in. I don't need to walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in. Walk around in circles, walk around in. When the ghostly dust of violence chases everything. When the gas runs out, just wreck it and you insure the thing. Circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in. Don't need to walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in. Sign out that you made the move. It has gone and gone to dogs. Lay down on the floor. For the right price I can get everything. Slip into the car, go driving to the farthest star. I don't need to walk around in circles, walk up in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in. Don't need to walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles walk around and circles rock around there.
Hello, my name's Jarvis Cocker. I'm from the group Pulp from England, and I'm just here to tell you you're watching 120 Minutes on MTV.
We'll be checking out a Pulp video a little later on in the show. Welcome back to 120 Minutes. I'm Matt Pinfield, coming to you from the Siberia Bar in New York City. Now, up next, we have a video from the soundtrack to the movie The Faculty. And this features the alt-rock supergroup made up of Lane Staley of Alice in Chains, Tom Morello of Rage Against the Machine, and Stephen Perkins of Jane's Addiction, and Porno for Pyros fame, and Martin Lenoble of Porno for Pyros. They do covers of both Another Brick in the Wall Part 1 and 2 from Pink Floyd's The Wall on this soundtrack. There's some other really cool and interesting covers. Sean Mullins does the 1971 Bowie classic from Hunky Dory Changes on the soundtrack. Also, 2 Alice Cooper early cuts are covered. Soul Asylum do the legendary School's Out, and Creed cover the song from Alice Cooper's 1971 album Love to Death called I'm 18. It's a really cool soundtrack, and right now, here's the video from The Faculty from Class of '99. Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2 on 120 Minutes tonight.
In the classroom, teacher, leave them kids alone. Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. Our sarcasm in the classroom. Teachers need them kids alone.
doing when the what we're doing when the what we're doing when the Fatboy tripping.
What doing when the Fatboy tripping? What doing when the what doing when the what doing when the Fatboy tripping? What doing when the what doing when the what doing when the Fatboy tripping? What doing when the 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 Fatboy tripping? What doing when the 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 Fatboy tripping? What doing when the 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 what Fatboy tripping? What doing when the what doing when the what doing when the Fatboy tripping? What doing when the what doing when the what doing when the Fatboy tripping? What doing when the what doing when the
From his latest album, You've Come a Long Way, Baby, that was Fatboy Slim with Gangsta Trippin' on 120 Minutes tonight. I'm Matt Pinfield coming to you from the Siberia Bar. Stick around because there's a lot more when 120 Minutes returns with Zebrahead, Pulp, and many more. Stay here.
Hey, what's up? This is Fred from Limp Bizkit. I'm Fred from Limp Bizkit, and I can tell you a great video you need to watch. It's So What You Want by the Beastie Boys.
Where are you going?
I don't think it's any of your damn business. Well, I asked you where you're going. Answer my question. Where the hell are you going? Answer my question. Where are you going?
You're the one being rude. I'm not being rude. You're chasing me. Blah, blah, blah.
Hello, we're Supergraphs. You're watching 120 Minutes on MTV.
Welcome back to 120 Minutes. I'm Matt Pinfield, coming to you from the Siberia Bar in New York City. Up next, it's a video from a band whose latest album appeared on the top 10 lists of many critics at the end of 1998, and I'm talking to you about Pulp. Now, lead vocalist Jarvis Cocker's been very busy these days on some other projects. He's making his directorial debut in part of a film called Tube Tales that is based on 10 vignettes about true stories of London's subway riders, and that makes a lot of sense. It's pretty appropriate. We're down in the subway tonight coming to you. Anyway, Ewan McGregor is also directing a segment of that film, who you know from Trainspotting and Velvet Goldmine. We can't wait to see it, but in the meantime, let's check out the latest video from Pulp. It's the title track for their album, This Is Hardcore, on 120 Minutes tonight.
Biff Avery, screen test, take 2.
I didn't take her to the motel, she took me.
I'll tell you the unwritten law, you dumb son of a bitch.
Hey, I went to college once, but all they found were rats in my head. You ask any guy in town, ask any bum on Main Street. That's how she operates.
I saw you in some teenage wet dream. I like your get-up if you know what I mean.
Hi there, I'm Tori Amos, and you're watching 120 Minutes on MTV.
Thanks to our contest winner and special correspondent, Mia Park. She did a great job. And to the staff of Q101, Alex Luke and company. Also to Jeff Sodakoff. And I'd also like to thank the staff at the Siberia Bar, all the people here, Tracy, Andy, Connor, for letting us hang out tonight. Anyway, we'll see you next week at midnight, 11 Central, for 120 Minutes. I'm Matt Pinfield. Have a great week, and Happy New Year. I'd like to say, as I said home over there, today's one of those days, my brother. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah! All right, sorry about that. At the Q101 Holiday Hotel Valeco Quandorita Hunyana. It's a Fatboy Slim! Check it out now. We should let you know we're coming to you.
Alright.
Hi there. My name's Matt, and I wanted to tell you. I am Matt Pinfield, I am bold, and I love you. Yeah. Did you like that sample? Should we add that to the remix? We have so much to talk about. I am an even man.
All right, Matt, ready?
There you go.
Two.
Contest.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yeah. Did I look okay?
Sorry about that.
Did I look cute? Did I look cute? Ah, yeah!